Hello everyone, a pleasant morning. Kumusta man mo? Okay ra mo diha? So, God is good all the time. All the time, we are discussing our second subject, the business finance. So, kumusta yung mga module din ha? Naansira na ba ninyo? Do not take it seriously. May basin bayag papareha mo itong mga post. Do not worry. Everything will be alright. So, we can do nothing in our situation today but to pray na mobalik sa normal ang tanan. So, we should adapt the changes in our So, can we start? So, I think you're already done with the Module 1, Quarter 1 of Business Finance. That is Introduction to Financial Management. How important is this subject? Talks about its importance. Unsa siya ka-importante sa usa ka negosyo, dili lang sa negosyo, apil sa atong kaugalingon o sa atong pamilya. That we can be financially literate, especially in managing our finances or money. So, unsa siya ka-importante. So, dili lang siya sa negosyo ma-apply, even to ourselves. Ma-aware ka nga kana da imong kwarta, your finances, dili nimo gastuhon lang sa mga dili importante but those katong mga needs nimo dili nimo wants. Because at the end, mo nang gitawag na dayon nga mas daghan pa ang expenses nimo kaysa imuhang income. So at the end, mapuno ka sa utang. So that is why business finance will help you realize on how to manage your money or finances correctly. So you're already done with this, I know. Na meaning that is business finance. What is finance? It is the science and art of managing money. Na mga examples sa organizational structure. I know you're done with this in your organization and management. The rules of each position. So ilang mga rules ana, you're done also. The financial system. Actually, in your lesson 3, module 3, mabalik ni siyang financial system because it is part also. So, mamaster na dayon ninyo siya. But I will explain also the financial system on the week 3 ninyong module. Financial instrument, financial institution, financial market, that is under the financial system. How to maximize your wealth. When I say maximization, so ang pagpadako sa inyong wealth, sa inyong kwarta. So, you're already done with this. So, let's go now to the week 2 of this module. It talks about financial planning tools and concepts. So, what are the competencies of the subject? So after going through this module, you are going to illustrate the financial planning process, Prepare budgets such as projected collections, sales budget, production budget, income projected, statement of comprehensive income, projected of financial position, and projected cash flow statement, and describe concepts and tools in working capital management. You have here the pre-test. Answer it based on your own understanding before looking to your answer key. Then another activity, what are the three elements of the financial system that was discussed in your lesson 1? Kindly follow the diagram. So what is financial planning process? So there are steps in the financial planning process. So number 1 there is planning. By not number 1, but what is planning? The planning is very much related to another management function. I know you are already done with this in your organization and management, di ba? Naani siya. Number 1, gina siya ang planning. Controlling, and other tasks of the organization. So, naa siya ang steps dari. Kindly just read. Na-process dara. I will not explain anymore. Kay masabtan dara ang iyang explanation. There are 6 steps in financial planning. So in the next direction, supply the missing amount of the receipts from sales. You will just follow what is asked. For example, in this table, the units, the first row, the first column, I mean, ang iyang unknown is the ayun ang labad-labaray niyang ulo. This diagram, makita ninyo siya sa ubos. Naa siya diri o kani siya. How much is the total receipts from sales? Dili man gud ninyo siya maansiran since walay given kung pila ang kung giunsa ni siya. Pero na naman siya ang formula. Naa siya diri ang formula sa first column niya, sa first row. Kani. Mo ni iyang formula no. Aside aning sales kay given man gyud na siya kay halin man na siya. The units also is given. Kanang units mo nang pasabot pila ka buok ang halin. Ang sales dayon in pesos expected to be collected as follows. So mao na siya. Giunsa pag-arrive ang sales in pesos, ang units git times sa 100 per unit kani siya. Mao man na siya ang presyo. Mao na siya ang presyo or the selling price of the unit or the product. So, i-times na nimo kani siyang 2,000 to 100, then you will arrive at 200,000. Follow by February, March, April, and May. So, maorder ni siya, ma-arrive dayon ang kanina mga amount. Kaning 200. Collection from monthly sales. So, unsaon di siya? Ang inyong buhaton na di formula nga naka-indicate. Sales in pesos times 20%. Diba? We're done already on converting percentage to decimal. So, unsaon gani ito? Pag-convert sa percentage to decimal, move 2 places at the left. So kung magamit mo calculator, pila ang sales? Ang sales man ang pinakauna. Ang sales is 200,000 times may mo siyang 0.20 kay move two decimal places in at the left. So 0.20 or kung na may calculator, automatically you can click the 20%. So 20% of 200,000 you will arrive at this one, 40,000. So follow on the next month 20% gyapon sa sales, so mao na siya ang mahitabo. On the next row, on the next column, collection from previous monthly sales. Previous man siya. So dapat ang January wala siya'y amount. So again naa siya'y formula nga sales in pesos times the 50%. So ang inyong gamiton ani is the previous nga sales. So kay wala may previous ang January since ang previous is December, so dito ta mag-start sa February. So unsay previous sa February, it's the January. So si January, ang iyang sales i-times sa 50%. So 50% of 200,000 is 100,000. Followed na din sa next month kang March. Ang March ang gamiton nga sales si February. Kang April ang gamiton na sales si March. Si May ang gamiton na sales is si April. So dili na din included si May dayon. Aning 150 ang gigamit ani is si May na sales. So nga na siya. Ang next na po nga row is collection from next column. Collection from 2 months prior sales. So 2 months man siya. So dapat kanina kay previous month. So isa ra ka month kay 2 months man. So January and February wala siya answer. So inyo dayong i-refer si 200,000. So si 200,000 inyong gamiton ani times 30%, you will arrive 60,000. Then 220,000, 66,000, 250,000, 75,000, 280,000, then 84,000. Then i-total dayon ning mga collection from sales. Kaning January to May. 40 total collection lang, wala labot ang sales. 44 to 100, 144 to be follow. Kaning 926 is the total of all. So, yung ana siya pagkuha sa total receipts from sales based ani nga diagram. Based ani nga table. So, next topic is the preparation of budgets and projected financial statement. So, saan pag-budget? Usually, it is a monetary terms, di ba? Sales budget, you have there. Diri ang sales budget of ABC company. Sales unit forecasted. Normally, manggod ang business, mag-forecast na sila sa ilang possible nga halinon for the next month, for the next year, for the next quarter. So, forecasting is very important in the business in order that they can achieve their quota. Kung naging na din mga quota, kung na-achieve ba nila ilang gi-forecast nga sales based sa ilang actual nga sales. So nga na siya. That is why some of the sales agent maka-receive dayon na sila og incentives if ever ang forecasted nila is mula pa sa ilang actual sales. So nga na siya. Times ra na to arrive the sales revenue. Ana silang duha. Production budget, nagyapon na siya. In the making of the products, nagyapoy budgeting ana. Everything has a budget. Cash budget. So, dinhi na dayon ma-arrive ang projected financial statement. Again, naagin na projection. Projection or forecasted. i-project nila kung possibly pila ilang income anang a month, pila ilang targeted sales anang a month. So, that is forecasting. Nadiri ang mga steps in forecasting the income statement and the financial position. You can refer to your module. Additional funds needed. So, sa AFN, na siya formula nga required increase in asset minus spontaneous increase in liabilities minus increase in retained earnings. Step 3, Step 4, na po din example sa income statement, financial forecasting. Again, in the income statement or the SCI, the statement of comprehensive income in our accounting, it consists of the revenues, the expenses in a service business. But kani siya nga example is under merchandising. So, example ganit sa mga merchandising kanang ga buy and sell na mga negosyo like hardware, like grocery store. So, ang ilahang dagway sa SCI is ingani siya. Unlike sa service business, kung makita ninyong automatic lang service revenue less expenses. But on the merchandising company or business, ingani siya. Nga naman, naaman siya cost of sales. When you say cost of sales, pila imong pagpalit at mga product. Diba, example sa hardware, pila imong kumpra na. Diba, patungan din mo din mo na siya imong pagbaligya. So, ingani siya ang forma na po sales, cost of sales, then the operating expense, then you will arrive at the net income. Kani siya nga presentation is normally in a corporation kay na dividends. When we say corporation, it is owned by 15 above shareholders or stockholders, di ba? Ang tawag sa mga tag-iya sa corporation is stockholder or shareholder. In the partnership, partners ang tawag. I hope you can still remember that one on our previous accounting one. The single proprietorship, you're called the owner because you are the sole. When you say sole, that is synonymous of single. Position in your module 1 in your accounting, it consists of assets, liabilities, and owner's equity or stockholders' equity. Again, this is a presentation of a corporation statement of financial position. So, na siya yung mga steps dari, no? Yun sa pag-forecast nila. When you say forecast, dili na siyang actual amount, ilaha pa ng gusto i-achieve. So, mo na siya, just follow the amount and percentage given in the presentation, then you will arrive at the total amount kani siya. Napod sila i-forecast nga financial position, nga pila ilang ma-achieve nga assets and owner's equity. So, naday mga supporting computations. Do not dig deeper on that one. As long as you have understand, nasabtan ninyo giunsa nila pag-forecast. Usually, ang gahimo ani is ang mga board of directors or in the accounting section or finance section kaning forecast. So, dili siya basta-basta. Napo diri ang formula sa additional funds needed if ever makulangan ang ilahang targeted na amount or forecasted na amount. Na siya diri, you can follow the formula. Yung mga formula given diri. So again, in solving, always follow the PEMDAS rule. Diba? In mathematics, always follow the PEMDAS rule. The parentheses, the exponent, the multiplication, the multiply, division, addition, and subtraction. So that you can arrive at the correct answer. So additional funds needed is 3,500. So just follow the presentation. Cash flow statement. So, na rin, no? Another example, nasa table. A laundry shop of Miss Amelia Enriquez. Iyan ang ika-second year of operation. So, na rin, no? Initial investment, debit, withdrawal credit. So, you can apply this on your journal, di ba? So, unsay ang cash ani nakulangan o nadungagan since this is a cash flow statement. Those transactions that involve cash, I mean. So, kung naay na-mention diha ang liabilities is or payable, it is not part of the cash flow. Kaya wala man kayo napagawas nga kwarta. When you say cash flow, mga napagawas or mga in and out sa imong money. Ni sulod ug nigawas nga kwarta sa imong negosyo, I mean. So cash flow is another part of financial statements. Again, not forget the heading, the name of the financial statements, and kanus ani siya gihimo. Usually ending in every month para makita ang changes sa imong cash. So there are 3 categories ang cash flow. Naay operating activities, naay investing activities, ug naay financing activities. So kung inyo itong makita akong gihatag na transaction sa inyo with complete answers from the first cycle to the last cycle, makita ninyo dito ang format sa cash flow statement. When you say operating activities, those involved in operation. Tanan. Mga purchase nimo, mga payment nimo, mo na siyang operating. When you say investing activities, those purchase of non-current asset. Katong gipamalit nimo nga under non-current assets, di ba? Non-current assets are long-term assets. When you say long-term, magamit siya for a long time. Sa mga example, equipment, machineries, land, building. So kung nag-invest ka ana by using cash or nag-purchase ka, when you say purchase, nagpalit man, di ba? So dinhini mo siya ibutang sa investing activities. Financing activities, unsay naa sa financing. Katong gi-invest sa owner, pinaka-unaw at the start of the business. Dinha yun siya makabutang kay cash man to, di ba? If ever dili cash, so ayo ibutang kay again, cash flow statement involves the use of cash, the in and out of cash. Naapo diri ang withdrawal sa owner, di ba? Usually, ang withdrawal is through cash. So, din hapod naka-involve ang withdrawal sa financing activities. And another thing sa financing activities is the payments of your notes payable or the payment of your liability. Specifically, the notes payable. When you say notes payable, it is a long-term nimo nga utang. Diba? There are 2 kinds of liabilities, the short-term and long-term. Non-current liabilities or the long-term liabilities, example is notes payable. So, kung nagbayad ka sa notes payable, din hindi mo siya include sa financing activities. This is now the formula. The formula is you will just add all. So, kung negative siya, ang imong operating activities, put a close and open parenthesis to indicate that it's negative. Kung negative ang investing, put a negative also. Usually, ang positive ani is the financing activities because of the investment of the owner. Kaya normally, dagko mo na siya. So, 345,000. So, you will add that one. Since it is negative, so dapat i-minus nimo. So, say 345,000. sa balance nimo sa imong ledger. Sa pinakauna nimo nga ledger nga cash, di ba naa dito ang balance. So inyo na siyang i-compare. Kung dili gani mao imong balance diri og dito na is something wrong nimo sa pag-compute ani imong cash flow. So ingana ra siya para makuha nga sakto ba ni or dili. So again, go back to the cycle. Imong tan-awon sa imong ledger. So mo na ni yung sundon nga format sa cash flow in the complete cycle. Add beginning balance, usually ma-mention ni siya sa first on the following month of the operation of the business. Ma-mention na siya nga naa siya beginning cash balance. So kung naman galing, i-add na siya. Na diri add. Then you will arrive at ending cash balance. So na diri no projected cash flow statement for the 3 months, good for 3 months. Let us say that there is an increase of collection of 25% and all expenses will stay the same. By month of May, Amelia granted a loan amounted to 150,000. So 278 yung beginning cash balance sa pinaka following month. So Amelia has 343 to cash for expansion of the business. So pwede na siya niya mahimo, pwede niya ipalit otro sa iyahang product or palit sa iyang asset, depende na rin sa iyahang. Working capital management. So unsa ning working capital management? Again, mo na siya ang imong gaituyok-tuyok imong capital sa imong negosyo. Working capital refers to companies' investment in short-term assets such as cash, inventory, short-term marketable securities, and account receivable. So, muna siya mga working capital ka na. Dali ni mo mga gasto. So, kindly refer to your module in the following definition. Read that one. Unsay mga reasons for holding cash. Anong kailangan i-hold ang cash? Cash conversion cycle. Adi formula. You have there the illustration kung when your or kano sa imong cash mabalik or matuyok, that is the operating cycle, pila ka days. You have also the inventory management. Inventory management is very important in merchandising business, di ba? Inventory is your asset. Mao na siya ang mga nabilin nga product nga wala na halin. In other words, income pa na nimo kay mahalin pa na siya for the next. Account receivable, imong mga dawatunon, mga utang, giutang sa imuha sa imong customers or client. Yun sa nimo pag-manage, kano sa nimo sila paninglon, pilay term, pila ka months aya ka maningil, so nana siya dira. Unsa dayoy mga technique in the 5 C's of credit. 'Di ba? Kung magpautang ka, 'di ba, imo mo gitan-awon unsay capacity sa usa ka tawo, unsay character, unsay capital, unsay collateral, unsay condition. So this five is very important kung magpautang ka, even in our personal money. 'Di ba? Di man ta basta-basta gapautang. Magpautang ba ta ng ganit mo bayad? Magpautang ba ta ng gapabungol-bungol, di ba dili? So mo siya dapat i-consider, especially in business. Credit scoring. So, compute the net working capital of ABC company. Ang formula sa net working capital. Na diri o sa meaning unsaon pag-arrive sa net working capital. So, just follow it, then you can arrive at the answer. Then, what is required? I-answeran din ninyo. Another activity, no, sales budget. Na example na sa first quarter. Na ay mga amount, mga assumption na adya sa problem. So just follow it, then you can answer the second quarter. Try to analyze everything. Required, complete the projected sales budget for each quarter and how much is the total projected sales. So kung unsa yung answer diri, di ba? The total of all the quarters, mao na siya ang question number 2. Another activity, answer the problem below and forecast the income statement using the percent of sales method. May assumption dara. For the next, unsa ilahang naadi 25% increase in sales. So, pila 25% ani i-add siya, no? So, mo na siya increase. Company is expecting to declare 30% of dividend. So, 30% ani. So, just follow. Kanang na mga parentheses, i-minus na siya. As is, ragyapon ang iyahang amount ana since walay assumption nga naa ka-mention sa additional information. Na din mga required. How much is the net income? How much is the dividend? Assessment. So answer that one. Refer to the previous writings. Then you have also the additional activities. Write and explain the 6 steps in financial planning process for your own business. So natong unom, you will explain that one briefly. So dili na kaangay ninyo taason. Congratulations, you have completed your journey in this lesson. You did a good job. So again, naay answer key dari. Ang answer key is only the assessment and what I know. Other thing wala. So dili mo makakopya. So just follow the assumption. This module is good for 2 weeks. That is why dili sa ako mag-release og week 3. Kay kani siya good for 2 weeks na siya. Kay I know medyo lisod-lisod siya. It takes time. So tagaan ta magtaas nga time. So explain also. I think everything is explain na nako. Dili siya kailangan i-word by word. Just read your module. Actually, naadi naka-indicate tanan. Ako lang, gi-explain ako unsa pagkuha ang mga amount. So, I think, wala naman siguro angay na ko explain, no? So, again and again, if you have doubts, if you have concerns, questions, do not hesitate to PM me or text me. basta kay between 8 to 5 p.m. Ayun lang po mo pag-text anang tunga-tunga sa gabi, no? So I think that would be all. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoy and expect more presentation para sa inyo ha. I did it for you. Kay kabalo ko kanina mga subject, dili siya ingon ng mga sayon. I want you to learn, dili lang kay just a passing by of learning. Gusto na akong ma-apply sa inyong self, especially in your work field for the future. Kay lisod kaayo manarbaho ka nga wala kay hinanawan, especially on your related fields. Why? Because if the management makita niya sa imong maayo ka, then possibly and thank you. Thank you everyone and keep safe. So again, your business finance is good for 2 weeks ang week 2. So ang week 1 ra ang giuli na ninyo, di ba? So thank you. Bye-bye.